Hello Crafty Llamas! In this video I'll be showing you how to use the thumb cast on method. This is a version of a long tail cast on. So all I've got is a ball of Aran yarn here, and then I also have my 5mm higher Europe steel tips, and then a short cable. There we go. So you'll want to grab your tail yarn, or the tail end of your yarn, and with this method you need to make sure that you've got enough of a tail for the number of stitches that you're doing. So I'm only going to do 15 stitches, so I'm going to just kind of take what to me is like an arm's length, which will be more than enough for what I'm doing. This is one of the downsides of this project, or of this method, is that it is a tail end cast on. My other video that I show you how to cast on using your working yarn, which I find easier because you don't have to worry about have you got enough yarn for all the stitches that you're going to be casting on. So to start with, you're going to need to do a slip stitch, or a slip knot even, I always get that wrong. So you want to wrap around 2 fingers like so, correct next, and then just poke that bit of your working yarn through to create a loop. Pull up on that loop, and there you go, you have your slip knot there. So you'll want to make sure that you've got your tail end of yarn running towards you. So when you pop it on, this is my tail end, this is my working end. So I'm just going to tighten that like so. And then you've got your first stitch there on your needle. So what I've got is I've got my tail end over my thumb, and I've got my working end over my index finger. You're going to bring your thumb up like that, so you're essentially creating an X like that with your tail end, and you're going to pick up the yarn from back to front, so working away from you. You're just going to pick that up so that you've got a loop on there, and I keep my thumb in that loop so I don't let go. And then what you're then going to do is you're going to take your working yarn, which is over your index finger, and wrap it over the tip of your needle and slip the loop that's still on your thumb over the top. So that's actually really difficult to do slowly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see my fingers that little bit clearer to about there. And we'll do that again. So this is my tail end, which is over my thumb, and obviously I've got both strands between my pinky and ring finger, and then I've got my working yarn over there. I'm just going to have to zoom out for a sec just to make sure I can get my entire hand. My hand is apparently bigger than I thought it was in the frame. So you're going to twist your thumb and then pick up away, so working that way like so, then wrap your working yarn over the end and move your thumb so that the loop goes over the end of your needle, and then pull on that tail end to tighten the stitches like so. So you've now got 3 stitches on your needle. So your thumb goes up, your needle goes under, and then your working yarn goes over the top, and then that loop goes over the needle like so. It's probably easiest if you kind of watch and see what it looks like on your hands. So what you're going to do, once again, bring your thumb up, pick up this bit of yarn here, so you go underneath the yarn, bring your working yarn, your index finger, over your needle, so you've got that loop here, which will be your next stitch, and then you're going to use your thumb to pass that loop over the tip of your needle and down. So that essentially brings the loop from your thumb that was on your needle, brings it over the end, so that secures your stitches in place. So we've currently got 5 stitches, so we're going to carry on until we've got 15. So thumb up, pick up that yarn, keep that loop on your thumb, then wrap with your working yarn and loop that over. There we go. So we're just going to keep going. You can get into a right rhythm with this. It's really easy to kind of get into a rhythm, and it's quite easy to go quite quickly with this, like that. So you pick up, yarn over, and slip that loop over. There we go. So you pick up, over, slip, pick up, over, slip. And it's a rocking motion of your hand. So if I zoom out again, back to my usual distance. There we go. You really do get into the rhythm of it. So you pick up, yarn over, hold tight. So let's have a look. So we've now got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So we need one more. So once again, 2 bits of yarn, twist, so you've got your X, and then pick up that front loop of your thumb, wrap your index finger yarn like that. Well, that one didn't go so well, so let's try that again. There we go. Right, so create your loop, pick it up, yarn over, and then just pop that loop over the tip of your needle like that. And there you have your thumb cast on. So like I said, this isn't my favourite cast on style. It's used in a lot of projects, and it does create this really lovely kind of twisted effect at the bottom. It is really neat. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually really, really easy. The reason that it's not my favourite is that you have to have quite a long tail, and if your tail isn't long enough and you've got a lot of stitches, and it can be quite difficult to judge how much yarn you need, which is one of the reasons I'm not a massive fan, because I'm not very good at judging the amount of yarn that I need for a project. So that's why I use my working yarn cast on method instead. It also can be quite difficult to then knit these stitches because they can be really, really tight on your needle. But you know, everyone has their own methods. When it comes to knitting, you would just knit or purl as you would normally. There's no difference. There's nothing that you've got to do extra. I know with some cast on methods, you've got to do a twist and all the rest of it. You don't have to bother. You just knit, and it's absolutely fine. So if I do a couple stitches with you, honestly, you don't need to do anything else. It's literally just a different style of cast on. That is my finished video tutorial for how to do a thumb cast on method. If you have enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please let me know by commenting below and liking it. If you do have any feedback for me, do just let me know. We do have weekly videos, so please do subscribe to my channel. Our social handle is Crafty Llama UK. You can find us on various platforms using that. Please tag us if you attempt anything in this video. I love to see what you're creating. And of course, you can purchase the tools and the cable that I've used today from my Crafty Llama Etsy shop, which will be linked below. That's it for this week's video, but I will be back with you very soon for another one. Bye!